Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, and thank you all for being with us today for our 2015 America in Bloom announcement. Ann Garrity is chair of our citizens group, enthusiastic chair, I should say, inspiring and enthusiastic chair of our America in Bloom citizens group. Susan Pluger is director of the city's Division of Environmental Services. Kathy Mobley with Parks and Recreation. And of course, our guests of honor, America in Bloom judges, Alex Pearl and Barbara Vincenzen. Did I do that well? Okay. Alex and Barbara are wrapping up a tour of Lexington as part of America in Bloom, a national community awards program that celebrates great landscaping. Our city is beautiful, and it is our place to call home. And our residents and businesses take a lot of pride in helping Lexington look its best always. So it's great to highlight the hard work of local gardeners and landscaping enthusiasts, as well as get feedback and ideas from our America in Bloom judges. Some of you may remember that Lexington participated in America in Bloom for the first time last year, and we took home the award for Best Commercial Streetscape. So thank you to Kathy and her crew from Parks and Rec. They are responsible for all the flower pots and the hanging baskets along Main Street, and they are just really beautiful and really nice to see. And thanks also to Susan Pluger. Susan is working with the team on our Green Up for the Breeders' Cup, our beautification initiative, a public-private partnership to enhance major entry points to the city. So why are landscaping and why are flowers so important? Well, they are like Lexington's front lawn. And that sends a message to visitors and to citizens alike and to businesses who are interested in moving here and joining us. But more importantly, it contributes to our high quality of life, as I said, for those living right here and working right here at home. So now I would like to turn it over, I've already said, to our enthusiastic and inspiring chair, Ann Garrity. She and the other America in Bloom volunteers have been showing the judges around town, and Ann is going to share with us a little bit about their schedule.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. We offer sincere thanks to Mayor Gray and all his staff, and we also thank council representatives for their support. America in Bloom is an awards program that provides on-site, one-on-one mentoring and coaching by a pair of judges, such as we have here today. America in Bloom defines beauty very broadly, and it starts with flowers and landscapes, but it goes to overall impression, which includes environmental efforts and cultural and historic preservation, and environmental sustainability and trees. The organizing committee planned and executed a 2-day whirlwind tour of Lexington to show off assets in all of these areas. And here's our tour by the numbers. We did a walk down Main Street on Monday morning, from Gray Construction Company to the Visitor Center. We traveled 100 miles in a van kindly loaned to us from Green's Toyota, so that we were traveling in a company car, as it were. We made 16 stops, and we saw countless views out the window of the van and covering the 100 miles in a day and 2/3. We saw 2 schools, William Wells Brown and Locust Trace Agri-Science Center. We visited with the sustainability coordinator for Lexmark. We saw 5 parks. We saw 1 golf course, Pick-a-Dome. We saw 1 horse farm, Mount Brilliant, and we saw Keeneland. I'd like to, at this point, if they still have any energy left, I know I'm dragging, invite our judges to make a comment about how they view our city.
For the citizens of Lexington, American in Bloom is a program, as Ann mentioned, that combines the cooperative efforts of the municipal services, business community, and private citizens in an umbrella of topics that will affect the quality of life here in Lexington. I will tell you, as Ann has started to tell you, some of the spots we've visited, but what she didn't tell you is that we also spoke with many of the citizens around town, and invariably you get a very nice impression. We can only think and say to the citizens of Lexington that you're doing a fabulous job. You have a wonderful place to live, to work, to raise families long term in, and we congratulate you on maintaining that, looking forward not to today, but looking into the future of how your community, how you want it to look, how you want it to play out for yourselves, and look for opportunities to be able to sustain itself into the future. So we thank you very much for inviting us into the community and allowing us to be part of that conversation.
Good afternoon. I think Alex said it very well, so I'm not going to repeat, but I do have to say that the volunteers and community workers that we've met have been uniformly gracious, and I can't imagine why everybody in the United States isn't flooding down to Kentucky, which if they all came here, you would have even more sinkholes as we all overloaded the landscape. So thank you very much.
Next, I'm going to ask Ann to come up and join me, and Alex and Barbara, why don't you all join us as well? And come on up, Kathy. Everybody get close here. This is what I get to do now is, and Susan, what I get to do now is do what mayors do, and that is proclaim that this day is America in Bloom Day. And what it recognizes is this is in recognition of America in Bloom and the Lexington volunteers who work to beautify our city. As mayor of Lexington, I, Jim Gray, do declare June 23rd, 2015 as America in Bloom Day in Lexington. So, thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And this is for you.